So here we are, starting with putting the 120 film in the film holder, and you'll see a warning that this does not apply to some modern films which are too thin to use in this tank. And then the lid's put on, the lid locked down, and that opens the light tight container, and as the backing roll is pulled, the film separates and winds itself into the light tight container. And then we get to the end, switch so we can open the tank, which closes the light tight container, then the lid is taken off, and then the backing roll folded back and torn from the film, the end of which you can see poking out of the container. There it is. And then the film strap is attached by the clip in the very centre of the film. Important it's in the centre. You check it's there. And the strap is just tightened down to the reel. There we are, and the lid on. Developer can be added now or after the film has been wound onto the reel. I'm actually adding it now. Then the lid put back on and the lever turned, which locks down the lid and opens the light tight container. And now the film can be slowly wound onto the reel. But now the film is actually going from the light tight container onto the reel, and you hear it click in, and you can start the timer when it's in the developer. So you then keep turning for the whole development time. And still turning. I normally start pouring out 15 to 20 seconds before the end of the scheduled development time, because the development is still continuing. Keep turning so that the developer flows out of all the reels and turns of the film on the spiral, and the rinse water is poured in. I normally rinse only once with these tanks. I think the instructions actually say rinse 3 times, but I suspect that was from the 1930s when film emulsions were much thicker. Out goes the rinse. And in goes the fixer. That's the fixer in, timer started, and just carry on turning. End of fixing. The lid can actually be taken off at this stage because the processing is complete. You can either wash the film by successive water changes, or simply by putting the open tank under the running water tap. And that's the film being washed in successive water changes. I usually do about 20 water changes. And then a few drops of wetting agent in the final wash to help drying. And that's it, the film is ready to dry and processing is complete.